All right, guys. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
I do hope you are fine today. So
Yes.
we are going to do our assignments.
Yes, sir.
No, but
Yes.
Mute your mic.
You do your assignment.
I wasn't
You
feeling that. I couldn't do it.
So yeah, did you do your assignment?
So I did my assignment.
Sir, I did my
Why?
assignment.
So why didn't you do your assignment?
So I did my assignment.
I did my assignment, and your voice is echoing, Faith.
Your work is echoing, please.
I'm the one talking.
So why couldn't you do your assignment, so yeah? Can someone just give us a hint of what we did last class? What do you remember from what we did last class? Just a
We
hint.
learned how to add and multiply using sub.
So subroutine, what does subroutine actually do? Come on, tell me something. Can someone tell me something? All right. That is to say we didn't learn much. Is that what it means?
No.
So someone should tell me something about what subroutine does. Telema, tell me something about what subroutine does. Runa, do you have anything to tell us about what subroutine does? Faith, Charity.
Yeah.
Why are we all keeping quiet? But we're all in the class.
Subroutine is like when you use subroutine helps you write a frequently written program.
Come again. I didn't think I got you very well.
Subroutine helps you write a frequently written program. Helps you do a frequently.
Okay, let's do it this way. How many of us were able to do
intelligence?
How many of us
I was able to do my assignment.
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 How come we all did our assignment, but we can't explain what subroutine does for us?
I'm coming. I'm going back to my assignment.
You can use it for like the replacing instead of writing number 1 plus this. You can put sub. You can add it. Still add.
Okay.
Chapter 5, not chapter 7.
So,
8,
but Mr.
Chapter 7. Come on.
So he has not still told us why he didn't do his assignment. And the Hopla is expecting to hear what he has to say.
No. No.
Telema, are you there?
Yes.
you have an idea why Sohail did not do his assignment?
Well,
Well, what? Go on.
he
He what?
was playing around.
He was playing. So yeah, is that good?
No.
So why did you do it? Why are you not doing your assignments? You're playing around. When you should do your assignments. Let's take it serious, eh? It can be boring sometimes, like I understand, but eventually you will love it. When you see your friends developing programs, developing beautiful games, all those games you see on your phone and computer, and you're wondering, how did you learn it? It's because they were doing the assignments. Don't you want to be able to do something like that before? Wouldn't you like to be able to do something like that? Of course you would. Well, that's it. I promise you that we are going to learn something very, very attractive today. We have been working so much with text window. Text window, dot write line, text window, dot this, that. Now, we are going to try our hands on something called graphics window. Now, someone tell me what they think they know graphic is.
Graphics are pictures.
Traffic.
Pictures, right? Yeah, something that you can see, visualize, you know. Yeah. So we are going to try our hands today on graphics window. I hope you would like to see it, wouldn't you? If you don't want to try your hands on it, let me know now so I can pack my bags and go. So I just in a moment, I'm trying to share my screen so that we can all begin to work and run it. And run. Yeah. Now we start. So you can see my screen. Tell me what you can see on my screen.
I can see
I can see graphics window.
I can see Microsoft Source. I can see Microsoft Small Basic.
Okay. So now what can you see on my screen? What I see on my screen now?
And how do I have filters here when I check results?
Pardon?
Any small basic speed.
Good. Good. So when you click on folders in your computer, you click on a folder. something happens, right? It opens for you a folder. Has anyone tried to pick on folder on their computer to open a folder or create a new folder? So we are going to be developing application to show us something that looks like that. No longer something that looks like a black screen, but something that looks like a folder, you know. And it's going to be very interesting. Maybe by that, maybe Soye will not be very interested in it. Then actually he will stop playing around and he will start doing his assignments. Okay, so in this lesson, you will learn about statements that use the graphics window object, properties of the graphics window object, operations of the graphics window object. Use the text window to understand the fundamentals of programming using Small Basic. In this lesson, you discover some exciting graphic capabilities that Small Basic offers. You start with a graphic window that you can display by using the graphics window object. I'm just going to run into it straight away. So for you to use the graphics window object, the first thing you need to do before you start typing anything is no longer text window this time around, but you are going to now do graphics window. What did I say?
Graphics window.
Graphics window.
Okay, so this time around, we're no longer using text window, right? We're using graphics window. So let's do something. Graphics window dot show. You're asking the computer to show you a graphics window. Someone should write this code. Let's see what's going to happen.
It showed me the graphics window.
Isn't that looking good? Don't you like it?
Yes.
So you see now that you can now be able to write a program that can create a folder on your computer by opening. I can open a folder for you. So you see, it has opened the graphics window, and you can be playing around with it. So who else tried it, and what did he show you?
It showed me a graphics window.
It showed me graphics window.
Showed the graphics window.
Showed me graphics window.
I want to know what you showed to Soye.
Blank.
Excuse me, I don't have Small Basic right now because I'm using a different system, and this system I can't download Small Basic with it.
Who is saying that?
Charity.
Charity. So what are you going to do now? How are you practicing what we are doing?
Well, I can watch the video at the end when you post it.
Okay. Please ensure to do that. So I want to hear Soye. Soye, what did he show you?
It showed me a white screen.
Okay, good. All right. So now, if you look at the graphics window, the white screen it showed you, if you can run the code again, on the top of it, what can you see? What's the name of that window? What is written there?
There is Small Basic graphics window.
Good. Okay. Maybe for those of us who may not be understanding, let me share all my screen so that you can see clearly. So what can you see now on my screen?
Small Basic graphic window.
So this more basic graphics
I
window.
can see small basic graphic windows.
Okay, so it doesn't have to be like this always. You can actually change it whatever you want. So what would you like to call it? Someone tell me, what would you like to call
My
it?
graphics window.
My graphics window.
I'll call it Charity's graphics. I'll call it Charity's cool graphics window.
Okay, good. So graphics window dot title is equals to, and it's a string. You can call it whatever you want to call it. You can call it Caterpillar graphic window. And I think I'll go with my graphic. Always ensure to save your codes. You can see now the name has changed to what I called it. It's now my graphics window. Isn't that beautiful? Yes, it is.
Yes, sir.
So there are more things you can add to it. You can make it to be a lot more bigger than this or smaller than this. For example, I may want it to have a bigger width. I can decide to add width to it. Dot width is equals to 300, or let me make it 600. In fact, let me make it 800. And then graphic window dot height, I can make it 500. So let's write carefully and follow what I'm doing. So you see, it's now bigger. It's not even as big enough. So let me make the width to be 1,200, and possibly the height to be 600. Let's see how big it's going to be. Now we see that it's much more bigger. See, we're getting there.
Excuse me, can you color the graphics with the background?
That's a very good question. That shows that you are thinking fast. Oh yes, we can, and we are going to do it right now. We can and we will.
Okay.
So, what background color do you like?
My favorite color is green.
Green. Graphics window background color.
Green.
Is equals to green. And let's try it. See that?
Yes.
I think it's too big. Let us make it a little small.
Why not?
Green
the width should be
on green.
600, 600. That's a square.
That's awesome. I'm loving this class. Who else is loving the class?
Me.
Hi.
Charity.
Yes. Good.
Hi,
Faith.
hi, Tammy.
That is interesting. All right. There are many more things we can do with graphics window. Have you tried this one? So we've just done now. Have you run it?
Yes.
Good.
I've run it.
So let's move. So there are a lot of things you can do with graphics window. You can draw on the graphics window. Don't write this yet. We're going to come there. You can draw on the graphics window. You can decide where the drawing is going to start from. So the X and Y axis determines where the drawing is going to start from. I will explain that much better. And then the pen color determines the color of the drawing that will be on the graphics window. pen width is going to determine the weight, the line. The pen brush is going to determine the shading. You know, when you draw a circle, you shade it, you shade the inside. So that is it. So we are going to do this with the graphics window. We are going to draw a rectangle with the graphics window. So you see, we are going to remove the background we put there because we want it to have a white background so that whatever we draw can be able to be seen clearly. So just remove it as I have. So, and then before we start drawing, we'll start with, first of all, you define the color of your pen. How many of us have used red pen to write before?
I've used it in my school to write on jotter. I borrowed it from my classmates.
Okay, so you can also use black pen, right?
Yes.
You can also use blue pen. Have you seen green pen before?
Have you seen blue
Green.
pen? Yes, I've seen blue pen.
I mean green pen, green.
Yes. I've seen green pen. That's what they used to mark in my school.
What of brown pen?
Brown pen? No.
I've seen brown pen.
All right. So here, Small Basic gives you opportunity of using any kind of pen color you want. So listen, I say here, Small Basic gives you the opportunity of using any kind of pen color that you want. You can use green, you can use blue, you can use orange, you can use violet, you can use any color. So we are going to choose whatever color we want, but for now, let us choose black. So graphics window dot pen color. Just choose black. And then let us describe our pen width. We can understand pen width much better when we try it and see how it behaves on the screen. Then I'll use that to explain to you what pen width is. For now, I'm going to choose 3. Know that the value of pen width has to be a number. That is why it is not wrapped with a double quote. Always have that in mind. So now, we are going to draw a rectangle. I will explain to us, but let's pay attention, please, because if you don't pay attention, it can, you can get lost on the way. So draw rectangle, you start. So how many of us know how to plot graph? Line graph in school. Haven't they taught you how to plot graph?
I know how to plot a graph.
So how do you plot graph?
Hey, sir, are you talking about a line graph or a bar graph?
Line graph, for example. Let's start with line graph.
You have to know the x-axis and the y-axis of the
You have
graph.
to know the x-axis and the y-axis.
Very good. You must know the x-axis and y-axis. And for you to also use Small Basic, in fact, for you to use any programming language to draw on your screen, you must know the x-axis and the y-axis. So on your graph, x-axis and y-axis starts from the bottom, right? Is that not? Are you not sure?
I am.
It starts from the bottom. Oh, I wish I have something I can use to draw right now to show you. Okay, let me Just give me a moment. Let me find something to illustrate that better to you. So let's say this is our x-axis, and then this is our y-axis. So where is the point 0? You know it starts from, so where is 0? Can someone tell me where 0 is?
0 is the point where the two lines meet.
This place, right?
Yes.
Good. But in computer, I'll show you where 0 is. So understand that computer is like a square, right? Or a rectangle.
So in a computer, is 0 in the middle.
Done?
No.
On a computer, is 0 in the middle of the square.
No, 0 is not in the middle.
Okay.
Just start a little patience. So this is a computer screen, right? So in the computer, 0, can you see my mouse? Where can you see my mouse?
I can see a mouse in the box. Now it's on the line of the box.
Where exactly? At the bottom?
No, at the top.
Top right?
Yeah.
Top left corner.
Top left corner.
Is it top right or top left?
Top
Top
left.
Good, top left. So computer starts its own 0 at the top left. And X is horizontal and Y is vertical. So if you say a computer should start at 5 on Y, computer could come down something like this. And if I ask it to start at 5 on Y and 10 on X, it might move a little bit and start something like this. So it is yours to practice it and understand it clearly, because there is no way you just understand it without looking through it and playing around with it and practicing it and doing stuff with it. That's what makes you get better in it. So now we are going to now draw our triangle and declare the X and Y coordinates and how long it's going to be. So let's start with here is 70. So X is going to start at 70 and Y is going to start at 60, and X goes for 100 and Y goes for 150. So we're going to draw that 70, 60, 400, 150. Run it and see what happens. You see that shape?
Yes, sir.
So it means that the Y, which is the vertical started at 70, so it moved down from 0 and counted up to 70 and started somewhere from here, if you can see my mouth. And the x is to start at 60, which means it moves a little bit down to this place. So x, y, and x. So this is now the point of starting. So after it has started, so the first parameter, we call it parameter. The first parameter tells you where the y is going to start. The second tells you where the s is going to start. The third one tells you how long the y is going to be. The second one tells, the last one tells you how long the y is going to be. So now we have this, a rectangle. So if you want to have a square, it means that, remember that square means that all of them must be equal, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now we can actually make this 0, 0. I mean, 100, 100 for it to be a perfect square.
But how come you did not write 70, 70? How come you wrote 70 and 60?
Because this 70 is not the size of the rectangle. It's only telling you where it's going to start drawing from.
Okay.
So the last two, this one and this one is going to be the size of the rectangle. So I'm telling it that it's going to have, you know how rectangle width and length and width, right? I'm telling that it's going to have a width, a length of 100 and a width of 100. And remember that square, if the length and width is equal, that means it's a square, right?
Yes, sir.
Good. So, but this first two is not the size. It's just telling you at what point on your computer screen the line should start drawing from.
Okay.
So now that we did something like this, and you can see now that so which part is the length now? We can see that the rectangle is kind of standing tall, right?
Yes, sir.
We want it to be lying down, kind of, so that this part that is top is going to be longer than the one that is straight. Okay, so that the x-axis, x is the horizontal and y is the vertical. We want the x to be longer and we want the y to be shorter. So try it in the next 5 minutes. Let's see who can get it.
Yeah, I got it.
You've got it?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to stop sharing my screen now, and I will ask you to share your screen so that everyone will see what you did. So share your screen now. Share your screen. Why can't we see what you've done? Did you share all your screen? Share all your screen. Don't share only one screen. Can you see the results he got?
No.
So Richie, just share all your screen. You are sharing only one screen.
This is all of my screen.
Okay. So now you can see the code that he wrote. It means that the 150, he brought it out from the last parameter and put it in the top parameter. So he flipped the rectangle the other way around. So this is just very simple. I'm glad that he already tried it out. So let us always do that. When you see things before you even get there, you try it out and you see what it can give you. That is how to learn programming. That is it. Thank you, Richie. You can start sharing now. So let me share my screen again, and then let's continue. You also learn how to draw a lot of things. You learn how to draw circle. You learn how to draw rectangle. You learn how to draw anything you want to draw. That is why I told you that today's class is going to be very special. So now we learn how to draw rectangle, right? Have you not? So what of if you want to color the rectangle? So right now, before we draw rectangle, we have to first of all determine the pen brush. Sorry, the pen color, which is black, and then determine the pen width. Can someone haven't asked me what will happen when we change this pen width, maybe like 10?
Okay, what will happen? What will happen when you change pen with like?
Let's do it.
The lines will be thicker.
Have you seen what happened? The lines got thicker. So the bigger the number of the pen width, the thicker
100.
the lines. 100.
Yes.
Oh my Jesus.
Yeah.
Make it 100.
It's too thick that they cover the whole place. So you see, 100 is too much for it. Let's say 20. Did you see how it looks? Yes, you did. So let's just try one and see what one is going to give us. So one, it makes it very simple and small. I think I like one. It looks fine. All right, that is it. What of if now we've learned how to declare the size of our pen brush, we have learned how to declare the color of the pen, and then we draw the rectangle. How about if we want to brush the rectangle, want to color the inside of the rectangle, want to paint it? What do? We do pen brush. So graphics window dot pen brush. Okay, brush color rather. So we can now use yellow. It's something that matter. Okay, we have to put it. You have to put it before we have to declare all of those properties before we draw the rectangle, so you can be able to.
Try putting it at the first before you put your pen color and your pen width.
Something is wrong. There's something I'm not doing correctly. I have to find it out. That's cool.
Yes.
So after putting draw rectangle, you're supposed to put fill rectangle, then put brush color.
Pardon?
After putting draw rectangle, the PowerPoint says that you're supposed to put fill rectangle.
Before you put your.
I totally forgot it. That. Thank you very much. See, that's what we are following. If all of us can be following like this, I'll be so glad. So this draw rectangle is for you to draw the skeleton of the rectangle, just like we have now. So to fill rectangle is for you to fill in the rectangle after you've decided the color. So I'm just going to fill the rectangle. And voila, we have it. So you see, what if I want to fill this rectangle halfway? Because right now it means that after declaring the color of the brush I'm going to use in painting it, I have to also tell it how much it's going to paint. So if I want to paint the whole of rectangle, it means that I will have to use the same parameters that I've used in draw rectangle. So What if I do something like this? I see what I'm seeing.
Yes, sir.
So pay attention to understand it clearly. So first of all,
You put it only 75%. Why? That's why it didn't fool the full rectangle.
what did you say?
I said the reason why the color didn't fill the rectangle because you put it only at 75%.
Yes. So now let us try this out and use other colors. Tell me the colors you use and tell me the results you got.
I'm using a different computer, so I can't do the small basic work.
It's all right. Those that are doing this, what you should tell us. Are you done?
No.
All right. Be quick about it.
I'm done.
All right. What did you get?
A yellow rectangle.
Why didn't you use another color? Use another color and try now. And did you color the whole screen? Try
I'm
and
done.
color some part of the screen.
Excuse me, sir. Tammy changed his name and he put the wrong name to hide himself.
What? Did you come again?
I said Tammy changed his name to hide himself.
Tell me, why are you doing hide and seek? Why are you doing that? Hmm? We stop doing that. Whatever you had, we'll find you. We'll catch you.
So I'm done with the code.
Because you called Tammy, that's why he left the meeting.
I'm done. I'm done.
Pardon?
Yes, I'm
So
done.
what color did you use, Mr. Soye?
I used red.
Did you color the whole screen, the whole rectangle, or some part of the rectangle?
I colored half of the rectangle.
Oh, that's good. So do we now understand the way it works?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay. So now that we have understood how rectangle, how it behaves, how it gets created, let us try our hands on circle. So when you want to deal with circle, we are going to be using ellipses. Graphics window. Or ellipses, right? So to draw ellipse. So remember that it's a circle, so it can also be a sphere depending on how you want it. So now let us push it a little bit so that it will not overlap the rectangle, because the rectangle starts from 70 and then 60. Maybe we can make this to be 250. And even make it 250 and 60. And then let's make it 100 and 100. So it will be a perfect circle. Let's try this and see. You see? Now that I have done this, I want you to fill in the circle with a color of your choice. Can you do that on your own using the method of the rectangle? Can you? Say yes if you can. Say no if you can't. You're not saying yes, you're not saying
Yes, I
no.
can.
I can.
Yes, I
Yes.
can.
First of all,
Yes, I can.
just add
Yes,
this
I
line
can.
of code to you.
But excuse me, sir, what is an ellipse?
That is how to draw a circle in Small Basic.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Ellipse is a circular form.
Excuse me.
Okay, go on.
Please, can you use any other color?
Yes, you can use any color you
Yellow.
want. Yes, you can.
But I use blue and it's not working.
Okay, so there are colors that the Small Basic accept and there are colors it does not accept. Later, if you go to your materials, if you have the materials, you should go through it. You find the colors that Small Basic accepts. It's written there.
Okay.
You can use red. Try red.
Okay. It's not working.
Okay, don't worry, we'll try it together. But have you drawn the ellipses?
What? How did you
Have
say?
you drawn the circle?
I'm almost about to. I'm almost done doing it. But I did not draw the rectangle because it was not. And can you use other shapes too?
Yes, you can, but let us first of all understand how the particular shape works.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir, can I go and drink water?
So, what did you say? All right, let's try it. Since we don't want to try it on our own. So,
I'm done.
You done? Good.
Yeah.
Did you color the rectangle? Did you color the circle?
Yes.
So let us do
I
that.
colored the circle. I didn't color the circle. I colored the rectangle. I only drew the circle.
Okay. Let's try and color the circle. Let us say the brush color is red. Then graphics window dot view ellipse. We also do it. Beautiful, is that not? This is very simple that we cannot do. Why now? Why now?
It's easy and beautiful.
Even when I refuse to color small circle, just small circle. No. All right, let us do that now. I've done it for us. People are going to buy more from me for doing it for you.
I did it.
I already did it.
Oh, who did it? You?
Telema.
Okay, that means people are going to buy more from me and Telema.
Excuse me, sir, I'll do it when we're done with class, because this system I'm using right now doesn't have small basic.
Yeah, that you've already said that now, right?
Yes,
Please
sir.
make sure you try it. It's very important. Make sure you try it out. And if you have a question, you can ask Faith.
So it's done.
So I'm done. Done.
Hello? You're done,
I'm
right?
done. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. So now we have learned how to draw a circle. We've learned how to draw a rectangle. How about drawing a line? You see,
It's
I'm
the
separating the
same
codes
method,
so it can be readable.
I think it's the same method, just that you don't write graphics window dot draw rectangle, you write draw line.
Yes. So graphics window dots, draw line. So you have to also tell it where to start and the length. Let's say we want the line to start let's say we want the line to start at 70, 250. That's going to be under. Let's try 200, 200. Let's see what it's going to give us. Oh. So this is what it gave us. That's not what I'm looking for having. So let's try something else. You can see the line here. So let me move it a little bit from the left. So the first one is the x-axis. Let's move it far from there. Let's make it 300. Next one is the y-axis, which is 250. See. So if you don't know how to handle the X and Y, or which one is the X and Y, when you click your mouse on the particular object, you can go to the right. You can see my mouse now on the right. You now see the definitions. It's defining for you the coefficients. If you click on your mouse on the draw rectangle, it defines for you the coefficients. So you use that to know which is which. Let's try we try this out? So I want you to add a color to your line. Make the line to be blue color, blue line. Can you do that for me? Hello, can you do that for me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right, let's do that.
Okay.
Make the line to be blue color.
Excuse me, sir. My code is not working.
What is not working? Your line is not working.
My code is not working.
So look carefully on the screen and be sure you wrote correctly.
Okay. Excuse me, there's no fill line.
Who has done it?
There's no fill line.
Pardon? So there is no fill line. So the only way the line
You
only
use pen
has
color.
a pen color. So if you want to change the color of the line, you have to use a pen color of the line. You declare the pen color before you draw the line. I'm giving you expo. You buy me another moth. How many moths now? 2.
I already did it.
Oh, really? You did? Okay, good. So 2 moths for me, 2 moths for Telema. That is 4 moths. By the time I get all the moths like this, I'll now open the shop. Pardon?
Mr. Nemeka, pen color doesn't do anything to the line.
Come again, please.
I'm going to type it.
I can't hear you clearly. Nimi? All right, I can't hear Nimi clearly.
Typing my question.
Okay. So now we have it. Have a blue line. You can even make the pen to be thicker. It does something on the line, but you have to put it before you draw the line. So not after you have drawn the line, before you draw the line. I mean, pen color does something. I'm talking to you, Nimi. I'm responding to the message you sent. So let me make the line to be longer.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah. So you see, beautiful stuffs. So how many of us have not been able to practice because we don't have the software in our computers? Yes, so are you practicing it?
Yes.
Okay. Kobe, are you?
Yes.
All right, that's good. Faith. Hello, Mr. Faith.
Yes, sir.
Are you practicing it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
If I do not have
That's it for drawing of lines. Do you know that we can actually use subroutine to do these things? We can use subroutines to do this. If you look, you can see that graphics window dot draw rectangle. We have these things passed into it. How about we try something? We use subroutine to do it. Do something like this. Let me open a new page. We can say sub draw and sub. Just not so when I come into this place, I can say graphics window dot draw rectangle. I cannot make it starts from 100, 100, goes for 200, 200. Or rather, I can just call it X, Y, length, width. So I don't know what X, Y, and length and width is going to be, but what I'm trying to say is that whenever I declare X, Y, and length and width, it's supposed to just draw whatever I ask you. So now I'm now come to this place and declare what X is going to be. So I can say X is equal to 100, Y is equals to 100, length is equals to 100, width is equals to 200. Let's use 200 for length as well. 200. We can even do before we do graphics window dot pen color is equals to red. Graphics window dot pen width is equals to 3. So we now ask you to draw. What's happening? Oh, something is wrong. Okay, we've not called our subroutine. This is the draw, so we call it here. You see, so I'm showing us different ways of handling this. Please copy this code. Make sure you write it down and then try it out in many ways in your house. In fact, I'm going to give you an assignment. I will ask you, I won't tell you yet until that time would come. I'm going to give you an assignment. It's going to be a combination of text window, of graphics window, and subroutine, just so I make sure that you understand subroutine well. So now we can draw a rectangle, we can draw a circle, and we can draw a line. And now I have shown us how to draw a line or a rectangle using subroutine. Isn't that wonderful? Yes, it is.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Are we done? Are we done?
No.
Done.
No, sir. I'm done.
Yes.
Who said
And I've
no, sir?
already filled it.
Let's wait for the person that said no, sir. Angela, are you here at all? Say something, let's know you are here.
Yes.
What are they doing?
She's here. Yes.
All right. I hope you're practicing.
Yes.
All
I've been
right.
asking questions if you notice.
Pardon, what did you say they're doing?
I said before I was asking you questions if you noticed.
Okay, but I didn't know you were. So, who is enjoying today's class?
What did you say?
I'm sure that Soy is enjoying the class. He won't like to say, but he's enjoying it. Wait, where is Tammy? Where is Mr. Tammy ever? Say something now, or
I'm here.
you are there and you are hiding. Tammy, stop hiding.
I am not hiding. I am not hiding.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Faith, is that so?
She's not hiding.
Okay, that's good. All right. So now we have learned how to use our codes to draw a rectangle, to draw a circle, to draw a line. Maybe we'll just try one more thing before we end the class for today. But just know that our assignment would have would have to be a combination of the shapes and subroutine. And I gave us already an example of subroutine. So make sure you write that, run it, make sure it's working, save it, because you are going to use it. Hello?
Yes, sir. Actually, Mr. Please, can you post the video of the last class we did, which was lesson 7? Can you post the video of the sub routine?
Yes, it has been posted already. It's on WhatsApp. It's on the WhatsApp group. Just go or find it there.
Okay, sir.
Right. And just ask your mommy or your dad that you want to watch the video, maybe with their phone or something. It's there already.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's try something. So you see that I'm taking it gradually, so that we will not move too fast. So we can understand the text window very well, which means we won't be able to cover this lecture today. We might have to continue from where we stop tomorrow. So for someone that was asking me about the colors that is acceptable, look at the different amounts of colors. See, there are very many colors. You can use the name of the color or you can use the color code. So you can, for example, you can see red. If you can see my mouse, you can see red. And now you can see the color code. Color code is #FF0000. So if you find it's going to work.
Sir, did you say we have class tomorrow?
No, not tomorrow. Did I mention
Thursday.
that? Not tomorrow. It's supposed to be on Thursday.
Okay.
Okay, I would like us to try this. You see how beautiful it is?
Yes,
We are
sir.
now going to mix up. We are going to mix up for loop. Hello, bro. Hello.
Hello.
Please. Sorry. Yeah. So let us try this line of code and tell me what you got. Ooh,
Excuse me, sir.
please.
Just 6 minutes before class is over.
Okay. Want us to try the next class?
Yes, we do it in the next class.
Who else supports the motion for us to do it in the next class?
I think
Aye. Me.
Support. I support. I support. I said
That is where there's okay. Okay, who wants us to try it now?
I did not change my mind. I don't
No.
support.
I changed my. I'm just kidding. I like. Okay.
Tell me you're lying.
Okay, Nimi supports for us to try it next time. Okay. I've had so many I support. Who wants us to try it now?
If you support, you raise your hand.
No, don't raise your hand. I've had so many I support. I want to know who wants us to try it now. If you don't support, let me hear you.
If you don't support, you say it out loud.
Oh, Faith does not support. I thought it was Faith that said we should try it next time.
It's me that typed that.
Sammy, stop lying. Sammy, stop lying.
All right.
Lying.
We will try it in the next class.
Yes. No. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Somebody win.
Oh, see the way you people are making noise, eh? Yes, so you're just tired of you people. All right.
Bye.
Said that from now on, it's not going to be agreeing with you.
Don't go yet. I'm trying to set the assignments. You can see it.
I'm not going to do evidence now.
Okay. So number one is simple questions. Draw a rectangle. We've tried this already. Remember, we drew a square. I don't want you to draw a square. I want you to draw a rectangle. Draw a rectangle. Okay. Draw a rectangle using the graphics window. Now, we are still on the same number one question. Make the pen color to be red. Make the pen width to be 3.
You did spell width correctly.
Thank you very much. So color the rectangle. What am I writing? With yellow. That's number one question. Number two question is draw a rectangle using graphics window and subroutine. You see? Simple stuffs. Number three, draw a shape that looks like an egg using graphics window. We have tried this in the class. It is now for you to use your ingenuity to think. But we have tried this. We have tried how to draw a sphere, an ellipse. So remember that I'm trying to ask you to draw an ellipse, but right now it's not going to be a perfect circle. It's going to be like an egg. I hope you understand that. Yeah. So you can draw it with any pen color you want. You can color it with any color you want. Yeah. So that's number three. Number four, which is the last one, draw a line using graphics window and subroutine. Very simple stuffs. You can even finish it right now before we finish talking. Okay. So that is it about our assignment for today. And thank you all for being part of the meeting. Right now, we have come to the end of the class. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
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 Right.